Hello and welcome to this feature video. Today I'll be taking you through how to record planned fertilizer applications and how to export it for spreading. So farmers are putting on spring fertilizer at this time of year. You may have had a meeting with your agronomist and your fertilizer reps to plan the next year's paddock rotations and fertilizer applications. So once planned, you can record planned fertilizer in advance in your FarmIQ. You can plan as far forward as you'd like, for example, 6 months out. Okay, so I will do a demo now and I'll just select a few paddocks. So these paddocks are going to go into a whole crop as a catch crop, and then we'll do some winter grazing off them later. Okay, so we've selected these paddocks, right click, and we'll go fertilizer. Okay, so it takes us through to this fertilizer application template here, easy to follow. So first things first, up on the top right hand corner there is record fertilizer. So this is from today's date going back, so backdating if you need to backdate some fertilizer applications. Otherwise, for the planned fertilizer, that's for today's date going forward. Okay, so our planned application date. I'm going to select date in November, so the 15th. I'm happy with effective hectares, and we have selected our paddocks already. So we'll scroll down. You can change your application method, but for today I'll just go with the truck. We'll put in here our supplier, so I've purchased mine from Ravensdown. Okay, you can select a store, so Ashburton for example. You can change the number of fertilizers, so that's good, but for today I'll just go with one. So our fertilizer name, I'll just scroll down and I'll find my superphosphate that I have already got in my product inventory, and our batch number should automatically be there against that fertilizer. Cool, so this green box pops up. It tells me the stock on hand that I've got. So I've just recently purchased 15 tonne. Okay, so going across, I'll put in here 165 kgs per hectare. Click off that and you'll see the NPKs, etc. for the makeup along here. And then we've got our total fertilizer in tonnes that we'll be putting on. Cool, so we'll scroll down. And you can put in costs, but today I won't. And you can put in a note there if need be, and you can attach files, etc. So there's a lot of functionality in there, but you can keep it as simple as you'd like. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll save that. Got the green tick, awesome. So I'm going to go through to the diary now, and we'll have a look at our planned activity. Okay, so you'll see up here we're just in October and our planned activity was in November. So I'll just go across to November and you'll see here it's blue for a planned activity. Once we have completed this job, we can go in here and you'll see all the details, etc. Where on the farm it's occurred, and then you can select complete to make it a green activity, so a recorded activity. You've also got the options of editing this planned activity and deleting it if need be. Okay, so I'll head up to the report center now. This is where we're going to export this planned activity. So report center, land, and our land schedule, so planned land activities. Okay. So this allows us to see any planned land activities that are coming up on farm. So our start date, I'll just go from today's date, for example, and you can just filter out what you'd like to see. Okay, so I will go view. Cool, so in here we can see our superphosphate planned activities on our paddocks, etc. So we've got all of this information in here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and export this. So we'll select export, and you can see the same information here. So you've got your areas, your rate, and your quantity, different amounts for each paddock, etc. You can add in a note here as well, and we'll go ahead and we'll add the map so the truckie knows where to go. Cool, so you see it's come up with the highlighted areas of where we selected originally, and we'll go save and return to export. Cool. Okay, so you'll see here, oh, I've added it twice, I'll just delete one of those. There we go. Cool, so we've got our map in there for our superphosphate application. You can add a note if need be, and we'll export that. Okay, so down here it's come to the bottom of my screen as a PDF. So we'll just open that and we'll have a look there. So it's got all the information that you need. It's got the product and all the paddocks, etc. And if we scroll down, the truckie will know where to go on farm to spread this as well. So all you need to do now is save this and email it through to your spreading company. Cool. So as easy as that. Proof of application and clear instructions for the person spreading the fertilizer. If you have any other questions about this feature, give us our support team a call on 0800 327 647. Cheers.